Why would she sleep with her ex-fiance's best friend 5 minutes after finding out that he had passed? Hello, so this is my May wrap up. I will just be giving a brief review and my ratings for these books. So, I read the highly anticipated Rewinded Back by Liz Tomforde, and this is the final book in the Windy series. And this one follows Rio and Hallie, and I have rated it 3 stars. Yes, 3 stars. So it was a second chance romance book, and I think I am the only person on earth who dislikes second chance romance books. I dislike seeing chapters where it's 20 years ago this occurred and 10 years ago this occurred. I don't like it. And I just did not feel the connection between each character, so it felt really, really flat for me. And I think that the reason I gave it 3 stars, it was because of the series and not because of the book. If it was based on a book, I probably would have DNF'd it. But it's kind of beautiful. I love the cover and the inside, but it really fell flat for me. And at one point, I got tired of the found family aspect, and now everyone was so happy. I was not happy. So 3.75. So I completed the Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. So this also fell really flat for me. I rated the Shadow Clockwork Angel, I think 3 stars. It was really slow and really dragging out. And I just didn't have this love for each character. Like, I liked them. I liked Gem. Like, Gem was a gem, but I just wasn't in love with any of the characters. But I stuck with it because I bought the series and I was interested to see who Tessa would have ended up with. And I think I also have a bad track record when it comes to love triangles, because I always end up choosing the wrong person. So I was really like taking a step back and saying I will see where the author goes. But anyway, the second book, was Clockwork Prince. This was much better than the first book, so I rated this one 4 stars. It was where we saw the relationship growing between Tessa and Jem, and we saw what Will was going through and what he was, how he resolved his issues. And so it was interesting to see, but at parts it did drag on. And I feel like we didn't know who Tessa was until the third book, and I did not like that. It's like, why can't we just know and like build from there? Why do you have to wait until the end to do that? I really disagreed with that. And certain decisions in these books, I did not like what Cassandra did. Like, there was one point in which Will informed Tessa that Jem was unalived, and they slept with each other 5 minutes later. It just did not make sense to me. Why would she sleep with her ex-fiance's best friend 5 minutes after finding out that he had passed? It was a bit bizarre. And then we found out later that he was not unalive. So when she finally spoke to Jem, she asked Bill to marry her 5 minutes later again. Or well, she told him. It just didn't make sense to me. I just disagreed with it. I think we didn't see the relationship between Will and Tessa. We never saw them grow as a relationship. And I felt like the author favored Jem most of the book, even though I think that Tessa should have ended up with Will in a way, because they had this connection in terms of like mates. Like, they just gravitated to each other in a way that she didn't with Jem. With Jem, she grew to love him, but with Will, there was a connection despite it all, despite anything. They can be in opposite ends of the room and they just had a connection that they can feel each other there. So I felt like he was like the main person for her. And the epilogue, let's not start with the epilogue because I would give this book a -1 if I base it on the epilogue. But anyway, if you've read these books, please in the comments tell me what your opinion, your opinions were of these books, what you thought of them. I'd just like to know. Thank you.